boy. I'm guessing, oh, that's a long ways down, dude.
Can you hook to the front of mine and just...
Did it? I wonder how much room. I mean, if I even get you, I'm guessing you swung from this way, right? You swung, you were pulled in, you swung. Man, I don't know how good that tree is. I'll be about half afraid I'd pull that sucker clean out of the ground.
Think so?
It's already leaning that way.
The tree's old.
She's an old one, yeah. There's some decent big ones. Yeah, there's some decent big ones up there. That's probably what we need to be into, is one of those up there. Bring some cables down to the front of it, and then just try to pull it as far forward as we can. Once we get it as far up here as we can always drag the... Once we get that up on level ground, I can drag the trailer around.
Yeah, but I mean, once we get it up over that hump, I can get it out.
Maneuver around after that.
Yeah, I've done it. I can't tell you how many times in a day. I done had a flat on that trailer today. And this today. Yeah, it's been one of them.
It's been one of them good ones, huh?
But now I'll run the cable up there.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we can get... I wonder, we ought to be able to... Man, that's heavy though. I'd almost rather have both of them down here, honestly, just in case we needed to give that little love this way. If I could probably come over here and set up here, and we'll snatch block off and use my truck to pull both of them. And then if you can just come right over here, just in case we got to drag just in case we got to help the trailer along.
Can we not just hook to the front and let me turn my wheel? And I get in the gas and pull?
Man, that looks like that's just buried on the edge of that. Unless you see something, I mean, are there any roots or anything in that? It looks like that trailer's just bottomed out on the...
I dug the other side out so the tires can roll. You can see where I mean, I had it moving.
Man, it looks like those tires are just in the air. It looks like the trailer just bottomed out. I'm afraid of I mean, gee, man, that's a lot of weight. It's a big steel trailer and and that truck on top of that. That Tahoe's heavy too. If I start to drag you this way, I'd almost be afraid it would, not without something up there and back down to you, just to drag you this way. Man, I mean, it might take off the rest of the way down the... That's what I'd be afraid of. Once I start dragging you this way, lose traction and just want to keep going. I really do think it needs something up that way to get that. At least we can get that up here on solid ground, and then we can deal with whatever we have to deal with after we get the truck and the trailer up here. If we got to drag this around, or if we got to drag the trailer around.
Yeah, we can run a cable up there and do it like that if you want.
I just hate to... well, we don't need all of it going down the hill. That'd be one big train there, I think.
Yeah, but I think if you just pull the front, it's coming out.
Okay. Well, we'll get set up over there, and I'll get some cables. Give me a second to get some stuff set up. I think we can get some cables up there. Yeah, Coben, if you want to come back, just to give me enough room. That'd be good, just in case we got to pull that thing. All right, guys, stick around, stay tuned. We'll get some cables hooked up. All right, guys, we got Coben up there fishing some line. I don't know if you can catch him. He's up there doing his thing. See if I can get a strap on his truck when he's getting that cable back down to me. Yeah, you did good. Perfect. So yeah, this will just go through it.
Go back to itself.
And then that end will go down to the truck.
Oh, that's, yeah. See, I almost had it.
Oh, you had it for sure. If I can feed you enough slack where you can keep pulling this and you can throw it down to me on the other side of that bunch of trees.
Okay.
We don't need this. I'll take this with me because I might need it on that trailer. But I'll pull you some slack, hopefully.
The other way, I think how it is.
Oh yeah, no, it'll twist around. I don't think it'll give you any grief. I think you'll make it. All right, guys. The goal is to make that truck go forward and bring that trailer up with it, if that's a doable thing. We're gonna have a little bit of upward pull on your air dam there, but yeah, it looks like the come along might have got you there on that side too. So. Scares me.
Huh?
Scare me.
Dude, man, if that truck had fell off there, we got so much money in it. Oh, my wife, and I was picking her up at 7.
Oh man, well.
Hey, I thank y'all guys, man. God, dog, dude.
Yeah, that's what I didn't want any part. I mean, that was a tough one, just getting it straight. So, I think that's our best bet. Now we can do whatever you need us to do from here. I can drag the front end of your truck over this way, and then you can just go straight out the drive. I think that's on firm ground back there. At least I hope so. It looks like it is.
I can get that. Yeah, I can come back probably 3 feet. I might be able to maneuver it.
Man, it's probably the safe bet to just go ahead and drag your front end around, and you could just leave straight from there,
All
man.
right, let's do it.
I hate for you to have to go back in that same spot again, but that looks pretty good. What we'll do is I'll just leave that right there where it's at on this, and if you can get that side undone. Okay, Coben, we're just going to drag his truck towards me, so I'll yeah. Goodness. Woo! If you can get that stuff unhooked from the snatch block, and then I'll just pull the cable straight.
Okay.
All right, guys. Super lucky. We got the trailer pulled. It's back out of harm's way, so we're gonna pull the front end. See if we can get him straight. Free? That's okay. I'll pull it. Looks close enough to me. You've done that a time or two, you said?
I have. I usually turn around down there.
Man, that's a tight one down there for a trailer.
Yeah, the back wheels I go barely off, and I can get it in 3 turns.
Really? You're a braver man than I am. These edges just get so soft for our heavy trucks, and I've got myself in some trouble.
Yeah.
It come down. Coming down was the hard part for me. Not the work. Well, I'm certainly glad we caught that on camera. Officer Cox will be proud of you.
Yeah.
What a ride, guys. What a ride. I'll show you the ride out of here. That was as intense as any of it, as promised. I'll show you where we've got Big Red at these days. I got Coven in behind me tucked, just in case we didn't know what we were going to get into with pulling that thing out of there, truck and trailer. It's never very fun. This little gravel road is less than desirable for a big truck. Hats off to that fellow though. He brings his trailer down here, turns around with it loaded. Goodness. Living on the mountain, guys, is a little rough sometimes, but you make do. He's got him a really cool spot back here. Very private. Moneymaker Circle. What a road to live on. I'm not sure what the address is, but this road, if you guys are ever in Gatlinburg, hit up Moneymaker Circle. It will definitely wake you up. I guess I could put it that way. Very intense road. This is just his driveway, and it's intense. Swing wide, Merrill. Hope there's nothing coming because I can't see over the end of my hood. All right, that wasn't too bad. I see the 4-lane, so I'm going to cut the video here, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, guys, I'm over here sitting at the lot. I just want to talk a little bit more about that winch out with the truck loaded on the guy's trailer there. That was his property, and I just wanted to kind of touch base a little bit more on that. It's some of the things that we see a lot. You know, the customer is in the vehicle and they're giving it a go. You know, they're spinning tires, and I just wanted to kind of touch base on that a little bit. That is not what needs to happen, and a lot of times we'll yell at the customers if this happens. It's just, you know, it's dangerous, and they're not helping in any way, shape, or form. It's you know, it actually makes it worse by them either digging themselves in deeper or potentially sliding around. And you could see in the video, and there was rocks going everywhere, and it was one of those things. We brought 2 trucks over. My mindset on that is he's seeing us there, and he's thinking that the bill's going to be just crazy because we've got 2 trucks there. And when in reality, you know, I brought the 2 for that purpose. We backed the black one up, and I was going to use the black one to try to lift the trailer up a little bit so it had clearance, because it was going to be like bottomed out in the center. If I could have lifted the back end up a little bit and then used my other truck to pull, then we would have been fine. He was pretty adamant on, hey, just hook to the front of it and just drag me over, and you know, he didn't even want to do the snatch block up to the tree thing. And like I said, I get it, I understand. It's you know, he's trying to cut corners and he thinks it's going to be expensive, but at the end of the day, it's going to be very expensive when you lose that truck and trailer and additional truck. You know, there's a safe way, and sometimes you should just do that. And a lot of times the customers will hop in there, and we try to prevent that, guys. I really do. You know, this was his property. He was there. It wasn't roadside. It wasn't out on a county or city road or anything like that. This was his driveway, and he kind of thought he knew best. And I really should have gotten him out of that truck, because like I said, most of the time we just need neutral. Once we start pulling, you know, we'll get in and put the vehicle in neutral, and you know, I could have got that. But I just wanted to explain the things that we see and that we do, and it's not always the right thing. You know, I'll get lots of comments, you know, on, you know, you should have did this or could have did that, and this has got to be one of those situations where, yes, absolutely, he needed to be out of the truck, and we needed to get, you know, some pressure put on things and lift and pull. And just so happens that one unfolded, and it was a little crazy. But anyway, I thought I would explain that and why we had both trucks there and what we were going to do and what he didn't want us to do, and he didn't have a whole lot of money to do. And you know, that's no excuse, but golly, that one could have turned out very bad, but thankfully it came out of there easy. Nothing was damaged, and we had a good strong hold. We had a nice tree up at the top that Towin anchored to, so I knew the pull was going to be good. You know, we had everything set up, and it just the floorboarding never helps, guys. So just keep that in mind. If you know, if you're out and about, it's never a good idea for the gas situation. Always neutral is your best friend, and just let your pulling truck do your pulling, unless it's something. I mean, I guess I should kind of backpedal a little bit. I've had some RVs and things like that where I try to take just a little bit of oomph off of things, and just a little bit of gas will help. But for situations like that, he was going nowhere. It was just gravel. He was spinning and digging himself in. So tiny bits of gas sometimes help. Bunches of gas, not always. So I don't know, something to keep in mind. Thought I'd share that with you guys, so stick around, stay tuned. We have entered a towing battle. So guys, this one belongs to the travel lodge people that are right over here. They're parking over here in the hotel, taking up one of their spots. When their people were over there, they had them towed, so now that they're over here, they're going to have them towed. So we have entered a towing.
Interesting. We'll do a walk around of this real quick. The bumper has some scratches there. There's a dent there in the bumper right here. It is all-wheel drive. Just trying to get it away from the curb there so I can put dollies on. You might be able to get it from there.
Everybody salsa. Everybody salsa.
Alright.
Oh yeah, no, we get them out enough so we can get those under there.
Alright, dolly's going under it since it's all-wheel drive. Anything else to say about that?
They're gonna be mad, and hopefully not mad at me, and hopefully talk to the hotel, because I'm just answering the phone.
Oh no, they're gonna be mad at you.
Oh, for sure.
All your fault.
Guys, it's Jeep invasion. Bronco invasion was last week, Jeep invasion this week. There's a lot more Jeeps in town than Broncos, but I guess, hey Ford, you're gonna have to keep making some Broncos because there's a shortage. But anyway, yeah, these people, it's a towing war. The manager of that hotel obviously needs all of her spots. If she rents out that room, then they've got to have a place to park, and people next door park there, and evidently some of her guests had parked in the next door lot, and that next door place had them towed, so now she's returning the favor on they parked in her. So yeah, towing war, and I'm caught in the middle of the love triangle. Anyway, we're gonna get this thing back to the lot and wait for a phone call, so stick around, stay tuned. Everything auto.
Yeah, I was calling to see if you guys had towed a car from the Best Western or the warehouse next door.
Yes, ma'am. The Best Western asked us to.
It's Howard Johnson.
I'm sorry. The Howard Johnson asked us to remove it was a little white Subaru Forester, I believe it is.
Yeah, so that's my car. I work at the warehouse next door.
Okay.
And there was no parking available, so that's why I parked there. And they know I was parking there, so I don't know why they had it towed.
Yeah, I'm not sure. The manager met us outside. She said it was parked in front of one of her guest rooms, and it wasn't supposed to be there, so she asked us to remove it. I'm not sure why. If you guys had an agreement, I'm sorry, I don't handle that part of it. They just called me to tell me that it's not supposed to be there.
Okay, well, I need to know how I'm going to be able to get it back.
Okay, as long as you're the registered owner, ID matches the registration of the vehicle, I can release it to that registered owner. Cost-wise, it has to be cash.
Well, I guess you'll just be able to keep it then, because I don't have So I don't, it's going to cost me $6 to get it back. They towed my car. $6 to get it back, which I don't have. So I guess they can keep it. Well, I'll let you know.
Okay, ma'am. All right, thank you. Well, somebody, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Somebody's coming after it. She's in the heat of the moment. She's mad. She's saying you can keep it, and come on. It's not. That's just simply not true. It's not the hotel's fault that their parking lot is full and there's no place to park. Just because theirs is full doesn't mean you can use somebody else's. So, I mean, I see the point, but I don't know what the past, I don't know what that looked like to lead up to this. You know, how many times, because it was another company that responded to the other stuff, so I don't know how many times they had somebody else towed, or I don't know any of the other story. This is all you get, YouTube. So stick around, stay tuned. Everything auto.
Yeah, I just called about the Subaru, and we are here to pick it up, but I don't see where I would go to. Yeah.
What location are you at?
It's on the right?
No, ma'am. The cars that are impound. That's 221 Newman Road, Gatlinburg.
Oh, Gatlinburg. 221 Gatlinburg. Newman Road, Gatlinburg.
221 Newman Road, yes. I'm sorry, you're breaking up on me.
Do you have a credit card?
Credit card.
No, we cannot do credit card. It has to be cash. Well, that was a horrible cell phone signal. I always love it when people they don't ask any questions. They're just all huffy puffy and mad, and they hang up on you. And then, you know, when they show up and disregard everything that you've told them over the phone, and then they're even more so mad if they would just pay attention. Everything auto.
Yes, how late are you guys open for somebody to pick up a vehicle?
Are you coming this way anytime soon? I mean, I could try to get somebody back over to the gate for you. Or...
Well, I'm trying to come up with $1 cash to get it, so.
Okay, so just let me know what time you're thinking that you might be back over.
All right, I'll call you back and let you know.
Okay, all right, thank you. You got some keys? I'll go get it for you here. Yeah, give me just a second. Trade me. All righty, dear. That's kind of the important part, I guess. If
Okay.
she did make it very clear that if she sees.
Huh? Okay.
So she's the one that we're after now.
As our warehouse manager went over and told them, game on.
Game on. Yeah, it looked like a bad situation there when we were there. But she'd said that something about you guys. They were parked at one time on you guys, and you had them towed, so that's why it was.
We never had
anybody
towed.
Really?
Never.
I don't know, man. I some of the stuff I hear is.
The other thing is on the left. If you're looking at the hotel on the left side in front of the winery.
Yeah, the stuff
we
that goes.
let them park up there and all. That's about to stop too.
We used to give them free wine.
Yep.
That stopped too.
I hate that for you guys. I do. Yeah.
That's not you.
Yeah, I had the guy answering the phone, but I'll back up so you can get out. The keys is in yours and it's running.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Sorry about the short. We missed a lot of the conversation there with that gal and the hotel illegal parked. What was that thing? A Subaru? Yeah. Anyway, she just left. We had, like always, we tell them all the information that's important and all the information that they need, and it never gets acted upon, I guess. We told her to call us before she headed this way. It's after hours, but yeah, she just showed up at the same time. We just happened to be over here checking on another car, so luckily we were here, or she would have been waiting on me. We kind of caught a little bit of it at the end there of the conversation, but if you didn't catch any of the first part, which I don't think I had the camera rolling at all, but she said, game on, is what she said. The warehouse owner said we have never had them towed. We have always let them use part of our parking lot when their guests are overflowed. We have never asked anything of them, and for them to do this to us is game on, is what he said. So, you know, they probably won't use us for their towaways, but whatever company they call is, I guess, be ready, because they said that they deal with it all the time as far as their people parking on their property. And she said, I even told them that, you know, I was parking there, and you know, I don't know, I wasn't there. All I get is the story. But she said she told them that she was going to park there because they were full, and they said it was okay, and then they come and called us. So I don't know. Take it for what it is. Comment down below. We love to hear from you guys and your thoughts on the situation. But you seen where she was parked. We got all of that on video for the removal. I got her half of the story. I got the manager's half of the story. He said, she said. Who's telling the truth? Judge Judy would know. We should take him to Judge Judy.
Somewhere right down the middle.
Yeah, right down the middle is the truth. All I'm here to do is give her car back. So she's upset, and it's game on, and stick around because there's probably more coming this way. We appreciate you guys on the channel, all of our overwhelming support. I got to talk to a lot of cool people. I got to talk to Matt Keneally had sent us a whole, yeah, upstate New York. He does what I do, and he's recovering from some surgery and stuff like that, and watches our videos. But he had sent us a gigantic toy to hand out, so I'll get that on the channel, passing that out. But Matt, we appreciate that phone call and explaining the tow truck and all of that stuff, and we are getting super close, guys, to my amazing goal of 100K in my play button. So thank you guys. Thanks to each and every one of you for following us and tagging along with our adventures. We love that. We're over here at the lot, got some hoods up in the back, some stuff going to the scrap yard, so we're waiting on some of that stuff, and waiting on the next phone call for some more great footage. So stick around, stay tuned.